kuna watu wengi pambele ambao wana maswali. Ni swali ama wanataka kusaidia kwenye mjadala?
Ni swali la kuchangia.
Sawa, tutamwelekezea nani swali lako? Kulingana na hiyo.
Asante sana kwa muda huu. Kwa majina mimi naitwa Moses Uma. Nafanya kazi na shirika la watu na maendeleo, National Council for Population and Development, as the regional population coordinator for the Eastern based here in Garissa. My first question, and it was partly handled by my brother Idle, and I am directing it to my brother Mari, who is the CASCO coordinator. Is the biggest challenge we have not only on the HIV program is on issues of reporting. I don't know, as a department, reporting, because when it comes to data, it is not easy that we get complete data. And I have an example of that. Maybe what interventions do you think can be put in place so that we address this? Because it is evident from what you have presented here that out of 100 children that are born, 2 of them are HIV positive. But now the Kenya survey on HIV is giving Garissa less than 1% prevalence. So you see there is a disconnect just because of reporting. Of course HIV is there and the cases are increasing. So then what are these interventions that we can put in place to address that? Then 2 is the issue of youth-friendly services and safe homes. A number of the cases we are talking about are maybe adolescents or teenage pregnancies. And these people cannot access services openly or normally as the general public normally does. They need some sort of special attention. Maybe as a department, and this can be answered by anyone, even in the audience. What can we do so that we can make sure that our young people can easily access services? And to my brother, Idi, issue of safe homes. You know how our society is. And the cases of SGBV, they go unreported because of fear and stigma. Maybe as a county, what can be done so that we have a situation where if someone faces any challenge in relation to SGBV or GBV, that person can be protected and can easily report, or the case can easily be reported. Lastly, I think the discussion today was basically on treatment, but centering on transmission of BMTCT of the sort. So the discussion has centered on issues of HIV and STD. Maybe I would want to bring in something on teenage pregnancy. Just a minute, then of course. Am I allowed?
Yes, briefly.
Briefly. Okay. I want to rely on KDHS and DHIS data. KDHS 2022 gave us a prevalence rate of teenage pregnancy in the Garissa 2015, which is equivalent to the national level. This one is giving us a picture that actually teenage pregnancy is a challenge. And if it is teenage pregnancy is a challenge, and we are talking about addressing issues of new HIV infection and STD, then we need to ask ourselves this question. This 15%, how did they become pregnant? Maybe they were raped. And the victim who raped that girl was positive. So meaning, he transmitted to that girl. That girl is pregnant. She has not reported anywhere. She has not gone to the ANT and the rest. Of course, she will give back to an infected child. So if it is, we are talking about, we want to read this, then we should now address the 3 issues as one. So at least I expected on the panel to have someone to discuss the issues of teenage pregnancy. Of course, I know in Garissa, that is not the time. not only in Garissa, but within the Somali community. Because you will find between 10 to 14 and 15 to 19, they are generally in marriage. So we talk about teenage motherhood, and still the challenges are the same. So like, if I can give statistics, between 20 to 23, where we are, 10 to 14, 20 to 20, in the year 2020, 81 cases reported that they were pregnant. 2021, 532. 2022, 343. And 2023, which is not complete, 10 to 14, 387 are reported. Now 15 to 19, 2020, 3,807 reported in the pregnant. 2021, 5,501 reported. 2022, 5,373 reported. And 2023, which is not complete yet, 3,500 reported. Meaning these are cases that happen. And these are only cases that are captured at the service delivery point. What about those who are? So it's a big challenge that we need also to bring it on the table, so that when we are discussing it as triple threat, it will make a lot of sense, and it will help us put in place intervention that will be able to address the challenges we are talking about. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So, Leila, I'd like to handle the issue of teenage pregnancy briefly. We have less than 30 minutes, and then I come to Mohammed to handle the intervention.
Can I speak about it?
I'm coming to international finance.
So the issue, Omar, on the issue of the reporting, the KVA survey was done in some rural areas in Garissa County. So that's why some of us had reservations about the outcome of that survey. So in terms of the prevalence, it's true that we have noted the survey, but when you say about the reporting, we have the DHIS which we report, we have the clients, even about the survey, there are those clients who are already on treatment. So that also is inclusive of the HIV situation of the country. So that survey was done randomly, and they have done in, I think, in Ijara or Masalan, somewhere there. So there were no positives that they could find there at that time. But as per our program at the facility level now, we still find new HIV infections when it comes to the PFCT and adolescent and young people. And they are being reported. If you go to the DHIS, Utapata all the figures and even the reported rates. So interventions, as I said, in counties ambayo haina support ya partners. So most of our interventions are facility-based. And we are talking about combination prevention services. It's about the biomedical intervention, structural and behavioral interventions. So sometimes we cannot move beyond the facilities. And therefore, we are trying to put people on treatment, let them virally suppressed. There is also this agenda which talks about you is equal to you, where the treatment is also serves as a prevention. So there are support groups at the facility level for PLHIPs. For adolescents and young people, we have been doing some HIV knowledge sensitization for the higher learning institutions. We had some program for Garissa University. Actually, even the World AIDS event in last year we visited there. And then there was also an activity for NENAM, Neptech College.